So good morning and welcome. We are back out again. We are still on the Faroe Islands and I'm hoping you've seen the last few episodes from this series. If you haven't, the link's going up for you now. Check out the first one and follow our adventures on the Faroe Islands. Today, after we've done about 40 miles, you said, didn't you?
Hiking. Yeah.
Owens reckons we've done about 40 miles hiking so far since we've been here, but we've got another one on us today. We're heading over to Kalsoy and we're going up to see the lighthouse. Or heading over to, I think it's Melky Summit. Link will be up on the top for the description. And we're going to go and see Kelsoy Lighthouse. So we've got a 40-minute hike, we've got a ferry to catch, and a bit of a drive on the other side. Mr. O's driving again still. He's the only one insured to drive, so he's doing a really good job. And the other two are half asleep in the background there. Robin and Simon. He's wide awake, he's on his phone, he's been Instagramming and all that sort of stuff and whatnot. Yeah, so basically I just wanted to check in and let you know what we're doing today. We're on the road. It's not a bad drive. The roads over here are fantastic. They're really well sort of shell gripped and proper roads. They're not like driving on gravel tracks. And we're heading towards the ferry. Don't know what we're going to expect until we get there, so I'll see you when we get there and I'll fill you in then.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, what was that?
Like, comment and subscribe.
There you go. Like, comment and subscribe before we even get to the end. We're now at the ferry terminal. There's a little car, two guys in it. It is a bit chilly this morning, it really is. That's where we're going over to. That's the name of the place, Sirondala. We're assuming we're in lane 2 as well because the other one says citizen. I think the citizens get priority on the ferry. So yeah, we're just waiting. Our ferry is this one. We're guessing this is our ferry. They are very small. This is why it's first come first serve, so we had to get up pretty early this morning to make sure we get a space on the ferry. But what a fantastic place. Really looking forward to today's walk. It's going to be pretty good.
Pay on the boat.
Pay on the boat? Mm-hmm. Right, let's go and see the man on the boat when we get on the boat. Yeah, get back in here, it's warmer in here. Oof, definitely got to chill on the outside. Oh, back in here for a warm. Oh, I'll switch you back on when we get on the ferry, if we're allowed out of the car, that is.
What, toothbrush for you? I was sort of assuming the guy was going to guide me in
that side. We've now boarded the ferry, and we're actually on the ferry now. It's pay and board, or board and pay, so we have to drive on. And then you pay when you're on here. There's no ticket office, so we've now just got to
need to pay.
Wait for.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Wait for instructions.
What?
So I'm hoping the volume's okay. It's quite a noisy little boat to be on, but I just wanted to fill you in on some information. You rock up at the ferry terminal. You pull into the ferry if you're going to go over and see the lighthouse like we are over in Kelsoy. You pull up at the ferry terminal, use lane 1, which is for normal, use lane 2, sorry, and lane 3, which is for normal cars for boarding. Now this can fill up really quickly, but we're quite lucky. There's only 4 on the boat at the moment, but we are on the first early morning one. This is the first one out in the morning. So you get 3 ferries going out, and there's 3 ferries coming back from 3 o'clock onwards each hour. You have to pay on the actual boat, so you drive onto the boat, and as you drive on, you're supposed to stop and pay the guy just in the office next to me, just here behind my head. Not like we did and drive on and stop. So you actually pay when you're driving onto the ferry, which is quite a good idea. But we're on board now, and we've set sail, so the next stop's going to be somewhere on the other island. But I thought I'd bring you out to just to show you around and take a few pictures, but it's right chilly this morning, it really, really is. God, but the views already are fantastic. So you can see, well, if I spin round, you can see behind me, that's where we're heading up there. And the wind chill at the moment, it feels like it's something like minus bloody 15. It really is chilly, and the wind blowing up this fjord towards us. But yeah, I'm definitely standing outside. I love these sort of views. I just don't like the cold so much. I'm going to spin you around now and show you where we're heading. So that point right at the end of the island there is where we're heading to. So we've got to drive along the island and find the parking there, and then we're walking up and over the top of that last bit. Can't wait to get there though. See, the boys have come out to join me now, so they've come out to get a bit of photography going on, a bit of video footage. So check out their Facebook pages, Simon Nicholson and Robin Lee. I'm sure you'll see it all on there. I'm a bit out of breath, and we haven't even got anywhere yet. Damn battery on the hire car went flat while we were on the ferry. Whether it's a fresh air blowing under the bonnet or not, I don't know, but completely dead. We've had to push it off the ferry and then push it and bump start it. So sorry I couldn't film that, but you got no chance. Right, so Robin's in the old CW, and I'm thinking about it, but at least there's one on the ferry terminal. Right, next stop is definitely maybe breakfast and a walk up the hill. Oh, see you in a bit. So there's only one road in, one road out. It's off the ferry, turn right, keep going along the edge of the coast. You can't really get this one wrong. If you're on the wrong road, you're wet. That's all I can say. Now the weather's possibly changeable today. There's definitely a bit more grey in the sky and possibly a bit more dampness in the sky as well, so we might get a little bit of drizzle. But by golly gosh, it's cold out there at the moment. Oof.
Signal lost.
So we're assuming this is a 30-minute walk, but we're going to see what it's like. We know the directions to go because there's enough YouTube videos to show you how to get there. Basically, you drive to the end of this road, you don't hit the sea, you turn right, park in the car park. We've parked up on this big gravel section purely with the car facing down the hill that way, so we can push it to get it started if we need to. So when you get to the end, you turn left. There's a red gate over there, and then you follow that path up to the right and go over around the brow of the hill and onwards. There is an amazing drone shot taken from here. Simon found it, it's something he wanted to do, and I definitely want to take it as well. So we're going to do that later on. We basically drive back up the S road where we came in, and the last tunnel, you can see the road snaking through the countryside and then going through the mountain. So we want to get this drone shot, but we're going to drive up. There's a little lay-by at the top. We're going to do that when we get back, and then after we've been and seen the lighthouse and everything, got our shots, we're going to head back and find the sea lady, and I'll try and remember what the story is by the time I get there. I think it's something to do with she went back out to sea, looked after the seals or something like that. Sea light, I don't know, something to do with that. So I'll find out the information. But yeah, this is a really different different place to be, different island. Driving through those, you know, through the mountains, through the little tunnels is really cool. You can just see a van come out there. He's actually just come out the side of the mountain, which is pretty cool. It really is really quite a weird thing to see this hole just pop out of the side of the mountain. So yeah, we're all on, we're kitted up. I'm going to try out my new trainers. I'm hoping to get some boots in the same version because these are really comfy, so I've gone for trainers rather than boots. Hopefully I won't bust or twist an ankle. I think it's a little bit easier walk, but we'll see. I may regret it. So the guys have run off and left me. Simon got his drone up and it looked pretty epic, so I thought I'd get my drone up because of this nice snaking road going into the mountain. Looks pretty cool. My drone had a fit a couple of times though and lost its signal and tried to come back down and land. Yeah, I managed to get what I wanted to get, and I'm sure you've already seen it, or you're seeing it now as my drone's flying up high, getting that nice view across the sea and the view into the mountain where the bridge, where the tunnel is. The guys have already walked off and left me. They're heading up in front. All we've got to do now is catch them up. There are some signs for drones over here, and it is respect. So respect the birding. It doesn't say you're not allowed to fly the drones, it just says respect. If it's birding season, then obviously do what they say. Right, I'm heading up towards the gate and I'm just going to concentrate on the walk. If I see something epic, I'll switch you back on. Right, bunch of gits I'm out with. I just picked my camera up out of my bag to clip it on my capture clip so I can get a picture of that nice view behind, getting some light rays. Picked it up, light rays were great. Looking through the lens, couldn't get the camera to switch on. Checking it, still couldn't get it to switch on, thinking dead battery. Opens the battery flap to check my battery, got no battery in it. So of course your head goes into instant panic. I know what, I've got one in my pocket. Yep, of course I've got one in my pocket. But why is my battery tray empty? Why? How? Where is it? I knew I had them on charge, I knew I'd never do that. Well, this sod behind me and the others decided that when I went to the toilet, they'd empty all my batteries out my bag and my camera. Right nice of them, really, right nice of them. So I'm going to put the clip up for you. It's probably all over the internet anyway. It's all on video anyway. Simon was videoing it, so I'll put it up on the side of the screen for you. If you want to watch it, I'm going to shut up for a moment and just watch that for a second or two. And yes, you guys have a laugh on my expense, not a problem, but you must like and subscribe, you must give me the thumbs up, and you must drop me a comment. Right, enjoy.
What's up there on the top?
I don't know. Looks like someone stood up there.
Up where? No, it's not a person.
Wait, put your batteries back in after you charged them.
Well, it hasn't asked me for the time, so I took it out last night and charged it, but I haven't put the other one back into. No, there's no. I never took. There might be a battery in the car.
You reckon?
Yeah. Well, I took one out to charge.
You've got spare batteries on?
Yeah, I've got two in me. It was in my pocket because I took it off a charge this morning. But this, I don't know. I've never done that before.
Do you want to check if you got them before we go any further?
I've got another battery on me,
Just double
definitely,
check.
and I've just put one in there, which is full, so I've definitely got batteries. But it's the fact that this camera was empty. Never took one. Just to show battery. No, I've got battery, it's alright, it's fine, yeah. It just seemed weird that I've got a camera with no battery in it. And I've never done that before. Light ray. You can see it from here.
Yeah.
You can see it from here. Right, so you just heard me shouting, so here we go. Look at this, we can now see our destination lighthouse right in between those rocks, just about there somewhere. So that's our destination lighthouse. So we've got 3 points. We've got point 1, which is good for a photograph going yonder way. We've got point 2, which is over the hill, I'm guessing, which is the ridge, which is about 3 foot wide. It's got a drop either side, so I will be going over there. And then you've got the view coming back against this backdrop. Now this looks like a hill. On the other side of this, I'm guessing that it's a sheer cut off, and it's a hundreds of meters drop to the sea. So quite excited that we can actually see it, and so far not a bad walk, but it looks like there's a bit of a down to go back up. So I think our next port of call will be the actual lighthouse. I'll switch you on, jump up and down on a hooray and all that, and then we'll move on to the photographic point. So we've just been having a conversation about what we think, if I can spin you around, what we think is that little point just there. No, that's a triangle, that one there. That is the James Bond memorial, we think. I'm like, what do you mean James Bond? He died on the island, they used this island where he died. And what do you mean died? He's just a character in a movie. He's not a real person. He didn't actually blow him up. But Mr. Owens just filled us in on the story a little bit, because I haven't seen the film yet. And basically, spoiler alert, they killed off the character. So he had some genetic something that wiped out his DNA. So there you go, spoiler alert. Hope you didn't want to know that before, because I've just ruined it for you. So he stayed on the island and died, and that's basically why they put a memorial up, which seems a bit strange, but it's very important for whoever it is that put it up. Anyway, you can see over my shoulder that big cliff that's opening up. That is that big dramatic backdrop that we're looking for. And directly in front of me is, again, if I can spin you around, because talking, walking and pressing buttons, is the lighthouse. And we are creeping up on it. We're 50 yards or so away from it. You can see now the ridge this side, which is one of the ridges you can get a good shot on, but the ridge I want is I think directly in front of me. Come on, let's get to the top. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Oh yes! At last, again after 2 years in the coming, we are finally at the lighthouse. Hello lighthouse, we've made it, and look at that. There is our ridge that we have to walk across. Now I didn't realise it was downhill, but I need to get to that point there. That's where we've got to get to. Sheer drop either side, not a problem. It's at least 1.5 feet wide, so I can't see it being an issue. And look at it down here, it's just absolutely insane. Insane. Come on, Mr. O, you can do it. 1, 2, in, out. 1, 2, in, out. Poor Mr. O's suffering with his calves a little bit. He gets quite tight calves, so he's struggled a little bit, but he will never give up if he can do anything. Brilliant stuff. You made it, mate. Mr. O is obviously keen to get the shot before we get people up here and to get a clean shot, less cloning. So he's going to make his way that way. I'm going to go down and follow him, or I think he is. He's got his phone out at the moment, but I'm going to go down, get myself over that other side and get the photograph in the bag before we get anyone around, and then we can think about it afterwards. Good, Mr. Lee, yeah?
Hello?
Oh, hello. He's good. Right, let's get going. side. Do you want to follow me down?
Not feeling it.
Take your time then, just chill out and... Take your time, O. Don't worry about me. I'll just stand back, keep you, let you. If it helps, to here, not a problem. That bit gets a little bit thinner, but walk along on your hands and knees if you have to. Bit further forward, it's just a grassy slope.
No, I mean a bit.
Here,
Yeah.
that bit's alright, it's just a few steps.
Coming down this way. Oh my God.
I'll go first if you want, O, so you're not panicking about me.
No. Oh, when your foot starts slipping.
Yeah, that's the bit. I've got trainers on and I can feel my ankle twisting, so that's definitely a good lesson for me to make sure I've got boots on and use the trainers for flat walking. It might be completely different in different conditions. Wet, slippery, windy, icy. Jeez, what a drop. What an absolute drop. But I've heard stories, I've heard all the...
Want to B-roll you up?
I'm alright, mate. I've heard all the stories and that about being really, really bad, but in all fairness, I'm good with that. It's not a problem at all. Is this the actual bit? We've got to get up onto this one here. I think we've got to get up a bit more. So I've just got to climb up on this last bit. There we go. Here we go. We're on the top. Absolutely buzzing. You really feel like you're on the top of the world up here. I'll just take you to the edge to show you what's down here. Birds nesting and stuff. We're at the end of the hill, we're not going any further. I don't need to go on that last little grassy bit. Look at this. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this? Apart from on other people's YouTube channels. Have you ever seen anything like this? This is phenomenal with a capital F. Look at that. Look at that. So the situation update. The other two guys have gone back across, Mr. O and Slimy Si. He's gone back over the other side. I'm with Robin still this side. And we're both hoping for some light. Just a little bit, one little shaft of light, a bit of dappled something, a bit of anything just to give it a little bit of a lift. As you can see behind me, there's not a lot. You're looking way out to, I don't know, Iceland's your next port of call, somewhere over there probably. We're getting some lovely sort of shapes and stuff over in the background, and before this mountain range over on my left hand side over here, this mountain range over here was all sort of bathed with sort of light and things. You can still see snow. We've got an absolute stunning shot that way. I think I might take that first. It's another one of the classics that I've seen on the old YouTubes. Mr. Mad's taking it, and there's 3 lines going back, a bit of a recession with a really long lens right back over in that corner there. So I'm definitely going to give that one a try. Other than that, sorry, put my finger on the wrong button. Other than that, I don't know. Yeah, we've got the lighthouse behind us, or in front of us, should I say behind you, but it's quite flat. It's got a really flat look to it. It's not going to stop me photoshopping it, you know, giving it a bit of pizzazz, a bit of something, bit of energy. I can do that, that's not a problem. But we have taken a selfie, we've taken a group selfie, which is really important in all fairness, because it's nice to actually get the group in and to get everyone together and to get that shot in an epic location like this, because these things obviously don't happen every day. They really, really don't. So it's ever so nice to share it with other people. We've got stuff to talk about. It's just fantastic. It really is a great place. So I'm going to start putting my camera back onto normal settings instead of leaving it on the one I just had it on. Me and Robin's been being silly as well. I'm going to chuck you a picture up on the side of the screen just here of both of us being silly, getting a bit of a crazy selfie, see how high we can jump and whose trousers are going to fall down first. Because what else would he do standing at Kelsoy on a dangerous rock cliff? What else would he do, really, honestly? So yeah, there's a bit of light coming out at the moment. I'm going to get a couple of shots, see what happens, see if I can make this look really, really nice for you. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Let me know what you think. So pretty much we're not going to get any more light. Me and Robin still over this side, we're still waiting. We've had the long lens on, taking a couple of shots of different things and that, but we're just not getting any light. We had some when we got here, but we haven't got any. Now, I was under the impression by everybody that's ever done a video at the Faroe Islands, that means everybody, that the weather changes within 15 minutes. You can have up to 4 seasons of weather. It is that changeable, that rapid of change in weather. Unfortunately, I'm going to contradict them on that, because we've been here for 3 days and we've had nothing but very much similar weather. Cloud, flat, few light spells, maybe a little bit of sunshine. We've had no rain, we've had no snow, we've had no high wind, we've had no crashing waves, we've had nothing apart from flat, calm seas. Now, please tell me what we did wrong. Are we here at the wrong time? Did someone not tell the weather people? You know, it's just it's so frustrating, really is. But never mind. This is still an absolute epic location, still fantastic. You can see Robin up there over my shoulder. He's got the long lens on, snapping off some detail shots. So yeah, we're making the most of what we've got and the situation we're in hand. I could do a long exposure, but even that's not going to really make any difference. So again, I've got a lovely classic setup, lighthouse bang on the thirds, top left hand corner, leading line from the bottom left hand corner, taking you through the image. This is perfect, almost perfect to set up composition. Leading line going from left to right, which is a diagonal. You've got a subject on a third line. You've also got a cut-off on the other third line, and you've got foreground, midground, background. What more can you want apart from a little bit of light? My good friend Robin, who's making his way back over the hill, has just been taking some pictures and selfies of me on the pinnacle to get the perfect Mads Patterson selfie. So Mads, I've done it, I've got it. He took the shot, mine's not me, so it's his selfie of me, or his shot of me. But yeah, we've got the shot. Thanks for the inspiration. Brilliant, really appreciate your videos and everything you put into them, and showing us these amazing places and the ideas you give us as well. But yeah, I've got it. I'm just going to spin you around now, show you where the boys are, and give you a relation to size and scale. There's Owen and Simon. I've lost them there on the end. On the end of that ridge. Say that again. Yeah, don't forget guys, like and subscribe as well. But there they are, they're shouting over on the radio. But look at the scale, there they are there. Look at how big this place really is. And again, a little friend that's just taken the selfie, the picture, he's coming across that way. And again, look how small he is in comparison to everything that's going on in front of us here. So I'm leaving the lighthouse now. And look, there's even like a little bit of light coming across the lighthouse now. In fact, how upsetting is this? Look, we've started to pack up and the light is starting to appear on the hills behind us. It's just absolutely typical really, but we've got to make way, we've got to keep moving, we've got to carry on. Otherwise we're never ever going to get to where we're going. But yeah, it's just phenomenal. You can stand around for hours. You really can, and not get any light and not get anything, but you've really got to make the effort as and when you can make the effort. Do you know what I mean? It's fantastic. So I've got the camera in my hand, I've got the long lens on. I'm just going to walk along now, take a few pictures handheld. We're going to go up to the memorial just to have a quick selfie with that, and then head back to the car for some coffee, because it's been a long morning, a long morning. So I'll join you in a bit. So I'm actually out of earshot of the guys at the moment. Robin's trailing behind me because I'm a little bit quicker than him on the hills, and I'm also a bit quicker than the other two guys as well, luckily enough, and I'm catching up with them and they're up in front of me, so I'm pretty much in the middle of the two of them. So I thought I'd take this opportunity that you can't hear me, that if you're watching this or when you watch this, or you better watch this, thank you guys so much for joining me on this trip. I know it's a trip you wanted to do as well, but to actually join me on the trip and make this trip possible, because sharing the cost is it was a big thing and a big factor for this first time trip. So yeah, it's been really good. Thank you so much. You're so much fun. Robin, you've put up with all my stick and my abuse I've been giving you and my banter and stuff like that. Absolutely, you have fit in 150%. Really welcome on any of my journeys, any of my excursions, or any of my adventures. You really are. Simon and Owen, after 2 years of no contact pretty much, and me worrying and fretting that things wouldn't be the same as when we first used to go out. Stupid me. Brilliant. Clicking again. We're definitely supposed to be friends from the first time we met, because it's been absolutely amazing. So, and this has been brilliant. So you three guys, thank you so much. Hopefully you'll join me again on the next one. I think Iceland's and the chatter, or Norway, you never know. So yeah, I just wanted to say that to camera. So sorry everybody else, it was a little bit of a personal moment for me. So anyway, back to normality. What are we doing now? I'm going to say goodbye. I'm actually going to check out now. I'm going to say goodbye because this video has probably been long enough. I may do a little bit of B-roll going back to the ferry or something, I don't know, but yeah, that's been long enough. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. I know we keep on and on and on and on about it, but it really does make the difference. I know that you're watching. I know that whatever I'm doing, it's not going to waste. Even though that I'm doing this for me at the end of the day, it makes no difference whether I do this or not. But I really do appreciate it, and I know that I enjoy it more when I know you guys are watching, commenting, subscribing, giving me abuse back, or whatever it is you guys do when you're watching this, cheering you up. I don't know what it is. So yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching. Like and subscribe, share it with a friend, give us that thumbs up, blah de blah de blah. See you next time. Ciao for now. Wow, what a day. Well, what a morning. I'm going for another one now. I'm going to start another video. Subscribe, you'll see that one coming soon. Bye. You can see behind me, this is just a quick tag on the end of the video. I've taken a few pictures of the sea lady. The sea lady, I'm not sure the 100% of the myth of the sea lady, but legend has it that the people that used to go out to sea and I think die or kill themselves out at sea, they turn to seals, and the seal lady has something to do with that. So I will put the history up on the screen for you so you can have a bit of a read about it. But this is a phenomenal amount of water that gets crashing up on here. So we've been sitting here watching these waves crashing, and they're absolutely spectacular. And what I've been trying to do is get the water to come round the sea lady and to try and get some splashes and some action going on with some waves behind it. And I've got the images I can put together. Once I've put them together and blended them on together, I'm going to put a couple up at the end of this. But there's a tiny little clip of just what's going on down here, because it's totally spectacular. We had one big wave come up just now, and it came right across this platform down here, and Robin was stood on it, and you could see the water coming in towards him. He managed to get his bag off the ground, but it did get a little bit wet. But it just goes to show one freak wave that absolutely engulfed the whole of the area where we were standing. I was up on a platform and the others were up a little bit higher. So yeah, something to bear in mind if you're ever going to come here. Be prepared for the odd freak wave that can take out, well, it can take you from under you, sweep the feet from underneath you. It really can. I've also been up to see the sea lady. I went and paid my respects and gave her a bit of a hug, and Simon took a couple of selfies for me, and he got a corker with the waves coming off as well. I did hear it, but I didn't see it was behind me. But she's quite a big girl, she really is. So yeah, just a tag on the end of the video, or even maybe a standalone 2-minute video, I don't know, just to show you a couple of images from here. But fantastic. Wow, these waves are monstrous.
Hello, welcome to another vlog. Here's Compton, raring to go after scampering up the hill earlier. This is the behind the scenes, what he normally's like. Just waiting for our ferry after our busy day. Much to say, Paul? Yeah, it's more like it. Oh well, we'll catch you later on the other side.
Unlike and unsubscribe.